So, hello, girls trip on a budget. I wanted to come on and give you all a demonstration with the new year coming, people preparing for travel. I really want to give you all some helpful tips to help you budget accordingly. This is a budget group, right? So, the first thing I will say is it is important that you are flexible. So, I personally would recommend booking your flight first and then putting your PTO in. And here's why. I want to share my screen and show you how to leverage flights in a way that can definitely help you. So let me move all of this out of my way. So you are going to go to googleflights.com. I am currently in Memphis. I'm from New Orleans, so I'm just going to use Memphis as an example, but I would like all of you to use your own city and play around with it and post some screenshots of your findings if you're able to find a saving. Some of this is familiar to many of you, but for those ladies who like to manage your own travel, this is going to be for you. So let's just say we are going to Cancun and let's just pick June. People normally travel during the summertime with school break. So let's say June, let's do June 12th through the 15th. All right, so we would search here. Now, a lot of people know about the explore option, so I'm not going to really go over that because I feel like that is all over social media. But what I don't see a lot of is this. So you can see there's American Airline coming from Memphis. And it tells you right here, this grid tells you whether or not this price is pretty high or not. So that's one way to kind of help you decipher if this is a good time to secure the ticket. If it's closer to the green and the beginning part of the yellow, that's probably about as low as you're going to get it for the most part. So for something like this, you may want to track it. But there's a couple things that you can do. You can view the price history. So this gives you pretty much a graph of how much this price has been changing over the last 60 days or so to kind of give you an idea for things. But that's not the part that I really want you all to focus on. I really want to stay right here in the grid, the date grid and the price graph. Starting with the price graph, when you click on that, this tells you you have a 3-day trip, right? And this bar tells you that you have selected, let's say you would have put your PTO in. You will be forced to pick this flight because it's the cheapest or whenever that time comes. But if you do what I said earlier, which is book your flight first, then put your PTO in, this is kind of the difference. So if you start on June the 12th, if you just change your date by 2 days, this bar drops drastically, right? So if I click on this date, it's still a 3-day trip, but instead of on the 12th, I'm leaving on the 14th. If I click OK, that $602 trip now becomes $500 and $507. With just shifting your trip by 2 days, you have saved yourself $100. So you went from being high to mid yellow, which means the price can still go down some more, and you can still shop around for that. For my other individuals who are more of a it's a different view. One is the price graph, which is here, and one is just the date. So you can visually see if you left on a Saturday on the 4th and came back on one of these days, the price pretty much stays the same, right? So if you were to leave on the 12th, let's say you were to leave on the 14th and come back on the 17th, you would drop a little bit, which is what we just changed to. But let's just say you did like the 11th through the 14th. Now you're at 487. This is your departure. So everything at the top is the date that you depart, and everything on the side is the date that you return. And that's what the screen is showing you. So if I did like the 11th through the 14th and clicked on that and then hit OK, the same flight for 1218 is about 505, right? And then you can see things shift as you try different carriers. But that's just a quick tip that I find to be very, very helpful, which is why I ask all of my personal clients that I help with, because I actually allow them to book their own flights for this reason, so that they can be more flexible before I actually secure everything else. And if they have points, etc., they can use it. But this is a really helpful tool. And then once you find it, if you find that the price is high or you feel like you want to wait a little bit longer, there's this track button. You want to track this. It's going to give you an alert right here and tells you you can view it. So you will get an alert every time the price goes up or the price goes down to whatever Gmail you have logged into this system. So that way you can check it. You can also use things like Hopper. Hopper will give you good predictions, and you can use both of those to determine what you want to do. If you're extremely flexible, choose the any dates option. You'll definitely get some options that way, but I'm going to turn this off because this is not my preference. But guys, that is pretty much all I wanted to show you all, which is to utilize the tools that you have, the different resources, and just kind of go from there. So that way you don't have to worry about so many things so much. You can pretty much choose when's the best time if you want to wait. And if you can change your trip by 1 day or 2 days, then it just helps you do that. So that is all. Once again, my name is Mia. I am an approved travel agent within this group, and my company is Royal 504 Traveler. But I would love to know if you used any of these tips and if you found a savings. If so, let me know below. Bye.